Hi. So, a while back, I made a calligraphy piece in one of my conlangs, and then I edited it. I edited it to make it look like this, and I thought it was really cool. And I liked it so much that I got a pillow with it printed on it. And I still think it's really cool. And I thought it would be cool to do it again in a similar way. So this video is just taking you through the process of that. I'm just going to be voicing over what I did. But yeah, I start off as usual in bamboo paper, sketching out the calligraphy piece. This is like the main conscript that I use on this channel. I don't remember if I've given it a name or not, but that's okay. I'm just going with it, and I think this piece came out pretty well. I feel like it's pretty significantly different to what I normally do. Like, there's definitely some things I originally had some trouble in my mind when I was trying to plan what I was gonna do. My normal stuff that I would do felt like it wouldn't work very well. So I felt like I had to do some kind of, for me, unorthodox things, but I think it turned out cool because it made it feel a bit more unique to some of my other stuff. So that's cool. I replaced the dots with those angles, and I just generally kind of, I don't know, I don't know exactly how to describe it, but I feel like it just has a different look, a different vibe to it than my normal pieces. But yeah, this part is pretty short compared to the next parts, which are going to be in Illustrator, Photoshop. So yeah, I'm just finishing up with this piece, making it kind of a square, filling in the spaces, and yep. Wait, oh, okay, I didn't actually put anything there. And yeah, now we're in Illustrator, mostly just to vectorize the image. I don't know much about Illustrator, but I know how to use the image trace thing, and I kind of just go through the different options and see whichever looks the best. I don't know a ton about the differences, but I got this one and it looked pretty cool. I liked how I was originally going to go for something pretty uniform and smooth, but I liked that it was kind of varied. So I went with that. And now we're in Photoshop. I got rid of the background, and I don't really come in with any expectations or plans. I kind of wanted to add some color, and since there's some variation in lightness on this, I thought there's a good opportunity to have some variation in color, lightness, or hues. So I basically just put some yellow down and used the different blending options to do some weird stuff, because I really love the blending options. That's like half of all I do, is just mess around with blending options, because you can get some really cool stuff like this. Like, I have no idea how this came up, but it's pretty cool. And then I'm messing with the saturation, the hue, different stuff, and I like this kind of darker vibe, the dark red and purple vibe that I get from specific hues and saturations. So I tried to go with that, and then I brought in this kind of weird gradient thing that I like to see if any of the blending options with this would look good. But I went through and it had some weird edges, and I some of it looked cool, but I figured I liked the dark vibes, changed the brightness and the contrast a bit. And now I'm basically like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know too much about Photoshop. I'm just gonna look at random effects. And then I actually remembered that I have Paint.net, and I used to use Paint.net a lot. And I have like a million random plugins. So it's basically perfect for this, where I just want to grab whatever I can find and just try it out. There's this weird cobweb effect that looked really cool. It made like those lines. I don't know if you can see it. But that looked really cool. And at this point I have no game plan. I'm basically just, I don't remember what basically any of the effects do. So I'm just going through, choosing randomly, and like basically nothing works, but I'm like trying to figure different stuff out. I'm messing with the cobwebs here, I think, a lot. I wish there was a way to make them thicker. I didn't see any option on there. This is the plugin from like 2014, so it's very old. But yeah, I couldn't find any way to make them thicker. So with such a like high resolution image, it is very difficult to see the individual lines when it's fully zoomed out. But I don't know. I still think it has a cool look to it, I guess. I'm still just trying more things. I don't even remember what I did for most of these. Oh, there's like this jitter plugin that I messed around with a lot. It kind of adds these like jagged things. It kind of like shifts things back and forth a specified amount, which kind of has a cool vibe, but I don't think I ever actually found a way to make it look good. So I don't think I used it, but and I found this like sine wave plugin that kind of gives a nice curve to it, so I used that to kind of change the shape of it a bit. I think that's fun. And then I'm back to messing with the jitter plugin. It kind of looks cool, but I kind of felt like it ruined the vibes, so I think I eventually stopped. And I kind of felt like I was running out of ideas. I didn't really know what to do. Try some noise things, but they didn't really look good either. And what was the first success? I don't remember. Oh, right. Was it here? I'm still just looking through. There's so many things. Oh yeah, here we go. It's like a trail plugin. It adds it basically extends the ends of everything. And you can adjust how the spacing of it so that it's only a few very far apart. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I duplicated the image and then made one that's kind of like black and white and like high contrast, and then I made the trail on that. So it's like a trail of black and white versions, kind of like a shadow, which I thought was pretty cool. And then redid the cobwebs, because when I did the sine wave, it shifted everything, so the cobwebs didn't line up right. And yeah, I messed with sharpen, but that didn't look good at all. I don't really know what vibe I was going for, but eventually I kind of combined everything onto one onto one layer, added a background and added some noise. And I don't know if you can see it, if you can zoom in or something, but at the time, like, I felt like the noise just like perfected it. I don't know why, but I thought the noise was really good. And then I made some like selections of like horizontal bars, and then filled them all in with black and tried to mess with blending layers more. But black isn't a good color for blending layers, so I changed it to red, and immediately I'm like, wait, this is really cool. And then I started to mess more with different blending options with the red, and I'm like, okay, these all look really cool, and I had a hard time choosing which one I wanted to go with, but I think I went with screen in the end. And then I think at this point I was basically like, I really like this. I don't know if I keep trying to mess with it, I'll just make it worse. So I'll just stick with that. So that is the final product. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope it was fun. I encourage you to always mess around with stuff. Try it out for yourself. It's not that hard. You just gotta do a lot of trial and error. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you later.